truck, usually on Wednesdays, from the Goddard Company or Seals, and stocking shelves and rotating inventory, selling 6% beer and 3.2 beer for $3.45 a case. And I always remember it was $3.45 a case, because that's what our Legion number is. And it was always $3.45 a case. Covering up wine on Saturday nights, because we weren't allowed to sell wine on Sundays, except if there was 40 hours going on at the Catholic Church, we usually had to make a little delivery. Hiding our money, our cash, underneath the cooler. Do you remember that, Rita? Uncle Jerry's sense of humor. One day we were sorting pop bottles and we were moving the Canada Dry bottles around, and this is Uncle Jerry. He'd say, I can't drink Canada Dry. I won't be there a week. And then he'd walk away. That's my head. Norman Hall picking up his rent check exactly at 6 o'clock on a Saturday night. He did it for as long as I can remember. It's $35 a month, I believe. And Pat Hall told me one time that Norman, they'd be in the middle of dinner, and Norman would get up to come down and pick up his rent check. Dad's paycheck. Now, this is neat. I work for the Journal for, I don't know, it might have been a day or a week or a year, I don't remember, but I got my first paycheck from Tom Hastings. It was actual paycheck. And I was so happy, I looked at it. It was for $65. And I took it to the store and I showed it to Dad. Dad said, "Oh, he gave him his check." So I took it back and he gave me a check for $2. That's no good. But what I remember is that's what Dad's check was $65. So we had probably, and this is maybe 62 or 3, we probably had a dozen kids. And $65 is what Dad paid himself. We added gold bond stamps as an incentive to increase business, and I don't know if you remember that. There was a thing called S&H green stamps. But these stamps, if you saved them, you could go to the Bahamas and drive a boat and all that. I don't think that lasted too long. Carrying out groceries to Mrs. Double A. Kurgan, A.A. Kurgan's car, big Cadillac. And I enjoyed the smell of the cigarette smoke that was infused in her upholstery. So I don't know if A.A. Kurgan smoked cigars, but never. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he did.
But that's something that always stuck in my mind. Now, watching Dad and Jerry cut meat, make hamburger, present it well in the meat case. I often wondered how they did that. And Helen, you printed off exactly what I came across the other day. And it's Jim Zehringer went to meat school, and in 1950, and it was at Beaky's in Greenville, and they showed you how to present retail meat and how to lay it out and how to cut and make the cuts. But I often wondered that. I know Johnny, your dad, worked for Kroger's for years. He was a meat cutter, correct?
There's an article up there, Jim, that says add new equipment, and we've got a steak maker.
And I remember that.
Jerry and Jim, yes.
Yeah. I had not seen that.
The top one there.
The top one. Cool.